is Joshua Hilditch, and this is the speech on the benefits of meditation. Om is not just a sound or vibration. It is not just a symbol. It is the entire cosmos, whatever we can see, touch, hear, and feel. Moreover, it is all that is within our perception and all that is beyond our perception. It is the core of our very existence. If you think of Om only as a sound, a technique, or a symbol of the divine, you will miss it altogether. Om is the mysterious cosmic energy that is the substratum of all the things and all the beings of the entire universe. It is an eternal song of the divine. It is continuously resounding in silence on the background of everything that exists. And that is Amit Ray, the author of Om Chanting and Meditation. Now, mantra, I would say, is a more difficult way of meditating. It is something that is um, often considered strange in the Western mind, so I'm going to get into the more basic aspects of meditation. My experience with meditation started early in life. I started meditating at around 12 or 13, first through the introduction at summer camp, and then through my martial art experience where I learned through practice and through instruction, so I also taught meditation. It is something that has become uh, quite a daily practice for me. I do it, if not once a day, multiple times a day, and it's something that is a central part of my existence now, I would say, and will be for the rest of my life. Now, I'd like to get into some brain waves to see an empirical understanding of why meditation should or could be applicable and practical for daily use. So first we'll get into what are the main brain waves, which is alpha, beta, theta, and delta. Beta is associated with waking consciousness, alertness, and focus. In excess, which is usually the case for people with emotional instability or an excess of negative emotions, it is associated with tension, anxiety, stress, and frustration. Then you have the alpha frequencies, which are slightly lower. They're associated with waking relaxation and also intuition, clear-mindedness, memory recall, and focus on the larger picture of things. So it's very important to have a balance of alpha and beta waves, and the process of meditation, or light meditation is what they say, is good to understand alpha waves in waking consciousness. So more like meditation in motion, I would say. Theta waves are next, and that is associated with REM sleep and the dream cycles. It can be reached through deep forms of meditation, often usually after a substantial amount of time and with understanding of unconscious breath techniques in order to get deep enough to not consciously have to be aware of your breath. And then there's delta waves, which is the deepest form of sleep. It is associated with non-dreaming. It is the deepest and most rejuvenating form of sleep and can be reached through extreme states of meditation, which take a very, very long time to develop. Now, all of these brain waves are important for us to cycle through on a day-to-day basis, and if people don't have enough of the theta and delta waves, it leads to an excess of beta waves as well. And if you have an excess of beta waves, it leads to not reaching the right amounts in sleep, so you're getting mostly alpha and maybe some theta. So it takes practice, and meditation is good practice to get relaxed. Next is breath and the central focus of breath. Now, I would recommend for most people who are starting meditation to start with conscious breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, circular breathing as it's called, getting into a rhythmic form of breathing that helps you to clear the mind in what we call one-pointedness or single-mindedness. If you can clear the mind of everything but the breath, which is not easy, but it's the first step of learning how to consciously breathe correctly and deeply. And that all comes from the abs and core abdominal breathing and focusing on fully expanding the diaphragm when you're breathing. Now, next I would say unconscious breathing and an understanding of that comes from visualizations of the breath, which take time. And one is what I call pore breathing, which is thinking about each one of your pores as a mouth or a nose, and every time you inhale and exhale, you breathe in and out through every pore of your body, and that's a good way of slowly dissolving outward and not needing to think about the conscious effort of breathing fully. And eventually you'll get into a rhythm of not even thinking about breathing, and then you realize that you're breathing very slowly and deeply and using your abs and not even being aware of it. Next is the states of mind that can be reached through meditation. I would say through an understanding of breath, you have a greater investment in patience. You see the transitional points of our lives that many people consider irrelevant to a great time to work on your breath. Also, when you get into emotionally stressful situations, if you have a steady rhythm of breathing, it allows you to fully let in and let out an emotion, and not to, as most people do, hold their breath and keep that negative emotion in. So you approach situations with a more clear-minded attitude. So overall, all of these benefits are just a small scale under looking in a small frame of time of what the eternal and unlimited practices and applications of meditation are. And the reason I convey this particular message is because I truly feel that if everyone took the time to have an open mind and attempt to use this beautiful practice, then the world could become a much better place in at least a small way. Understanding the scientific facts of brainwave activity and how it correlates with functionality of consciousness is a great logistic basis for why meditation is relevant. Understanding the intricacies of breath and how each moment we define our lives by the way we breathe is fundamental center and root of this ancient art. Understanding the states of mind that contribute to a healthy, fully realized human being is the journey we are all on, whether you choose to meditate or not. And I say meditation is a key to unlocking these doors. I do feel that the processes that are awakened when undergoing a really meditative experience are truly transformative and unlock a part of us that begins to tap into the true recesses of human. So, thank you very much. That's small, simple meditation.